What up, Triple C fam? Did your draft go according to plan? Hey, I love it when we're cruising together. Is your team doing well? Did you take a loss? I can't tell. 'Cause I love it when we're cruising together. Before we get this thing open and started, I have to say RIP to a legend, y'all. This is one of those deaths that actually affected me to the point where I started gasping.
Wait, did Smokey Robinson die?
And
This is
you know what?
D'Angelo.
It's actually that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I understand that I just did a cover and one of the best covers of all time.
I almost had a
But
heart
no,
attack, dude.
Smokey Robinson is still out here, and he's still a freaky boy. If you know, you know. But yeah, no, we just gotta give one up for the legendary D'Angelo. He's one of those legends where he doesn't ask for the legendary status; he just is legendary. And again, it's one of those if you know, you know. But sincerely, 3 out of 3. I think he has a flawless track record, one of the best discographies. And if he was to make more, he'd probably go 4 for 4, 5 for 5. I don't know. This is just one of those deaths that really, really bothered me because I feel like if he was to give us a 2028 album, it probably would have been just as good as his 95. So just had to open up the pod by saying RP D'Angelo. What an annoying, hurtful loss. And yes, I did start the pod with a cover. That was hilarious, actually. But anyways,
I don't think you understand. The podcast would have had to have stopped for me to collect myself as Smokey died today, dude.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
All right.
welcome into the Triple C pod. Awesome intro. We're all one big family. What's up, Cassidy?
What's up? Good job on the intro, Carl. And Brian, shout out to you for your depth of music knowledge. You never disappoint.
Never.
You know what? D'Angelo would have been my third progression because it would have gone Smokey, then it would have gone Huey friggin' Lewis, and then it would have gone D'Angelo. But what's your thoughts of the weeks, Cassidy?
Well, man, this week in football, it just got me thinking, wondering stuff. Are the Giants fun? Are they cool even? I think I'm kind of in. What are the Bills? Are the Bills broken? Are they good? We don't know. Are the Chiefs back? What's going on with the Jets? Is that a broken team? Nothing but I think we got more questions than answers out of week 6 in the NFL.
True.
Let's talk about that because I want to talk about some algebra NFL. So,
All right, NFL algebra, let's do it.
I just want to stick straight up with the Giants. That's my big one. I want to focus on.
Right, the best
Where
team
are
in
they
the NFL. Yes.
ranked? Where are they ranked right now? Are they a top 10 team? They got to at least be top 10 with NFL math, right?
By my NFL algebra, I think they're in the top 10. Honestly, that's a middling team. They're fun to root for. We haven't been able to root for the Giants in a really long time. I personally am just thankful that through the properties of NFL algebra, we don't have to wonder if the Jets are the best team or not, but it was close.
Dude, we were literally at a point, and it was right towards the end of that where it's like, are we going to have a conversation if the Giants beat Denver and yada, yada? I cannot believe that these are the two best teams in football.
Yeah.
What's up, Carl, man? I really actually like that opening. That was good. I immediately knew that song, and it was good, dude. That was solid.
You did. You called it out immediately. That was a cover, yeah. You know what? I had other thoughts, but I'm gonna just get right to it. Falcons gang, what's up, man? I think Atlanta feels great right now because that was quite the victory for them. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, so technically that's my very first favorite team until I completely bought into Rams culture and never looked back. But I'm just happy for them for getting that massive W in front of.
Technically speaking, you're an AT alien.
Whoa, how about that?
I love it.
Let's do it. Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Smitty, I want this to be a thing because if we do end up going to that game, December 29th, I think it is, I want it to literally possibly be for a playoff bid for them against LA Rams. But
Scary.
I think the bottom line is this is going to be one awesome year in football, guys. There is not a dominant team in football, and it makes it so fun. Every division can be wide open right now. The Patriots are in the first place in the NFC East, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Drake May's balling. But let's jump into these records. All right, we got some switch ups here. We are just about halfway through, guys. I mean, we are 6 weeks. Playoffs start? Week 15. So we're getting here. But here's where we stand. Adrian's been in first place most of the year, dropped out of first place last week, and boom, whoop, right up in the first place. Adrian 10-2. I've jumped up a few spots, 9-3.
Yes.
Tony first to third at 8-4. Dr. Jamie 7-5, and I know I'm playing Dr. Jamie this week. Dr. John 6-6. Smitty 6-6. Bryce 6-6. Hillary 6-6. Tim 5-7. It seems like everything's going wrong for Tim, and I mean it's like one game out of playoffs. Cassidy 5-7. Cassidy, you've been a little bipolar this year, but I love it when you hit. Can you find another 40-point defense, please? And Joe 3-9, and Scotty, he's on the board with a dub, man. And you know what, guys? This is actually could be my thoughts of the week. I cannot love this league more than Scotty 0-10, rooting for Monday Night Magic to get the one win when he knew he wasn't even going to get the median. That's how we play in this league. Never give up, right?
Never give up, never surrender.
All right, man. So, Smitty, I want to talk on this week recap a little bit here because you had a bad beat. And actually, Smitty, I don't want to ask you this question. Cassidy, can we and you just have a one-on-one real quick?
Yeah, hit me with it.
Now, I'm in the court that we should take a man at his word in life, and I also believe that if you concede a match, it is lost 100% across the board. So let's just say when the day's done, Smitty, you end up winning that, right?
Nope, I did not.
Oh, that's right. If he would have won, would we immediately take the loss as commish? Do I need to strip him of the win? I mean, if you concede.
Oh, no, man. No. A win is a win is a win, buddy.
Just sit here and mess with Smitty for a little bit here because he loves to friggin' do that. It's one of my pet peeves seeing Smitty concede in a league chat.
That's not how we do in the CCC. I'll give you that.
All right. Well, Hillary got you, man, but that was one hell of a game. I cannot believe it took, what was that DeAndre Swift, Smitty? Was that a 60-yard touchdown?
Yeah, it was quite. It was. No words. No words. I'm a little pissed about that game outside of fantasy. I'm actually really heated by the real life implications of that game, so I'm gonna just stay back before I start popping off.
After last week, I'm beginning to think maybe it's not just a Jamie Monday Night Magic thing. Maybe it's a ladies Monday Night Magic because that I would not have guessed him to do that. Joe and Tony, 167 and 158. That was the other close one out there, but Tony didn't click for Tony last week, but his team scares the crap out of me. So high score goes to me, 214. Low score to Tim, and the median was 169. So, Cassie, how do you prepare for this week? Like when you build your team, do you have like a point number that you think you need to get to win on a week?
Yeah, it's probably sitting right around. I mean, the number that pops in my head is 200, but it's probably like 180.
Yeah. I think you got to get at least 180 to get the median. And I think it was last week, it was like 190 something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, last week was real big.
Yeah, but keep in mind when these buys get done, that median might be up there in those 190s again a little bit. But Cassie, I forgot to put this on here, the blockbuster trade on here. You don't by chance have that up, do you? Because this is wild.
Yeah, I pulled it up because I thought we better talk about this. It's, I was facing Adrian, and it's really weird when you're in a matchup and they basically changed teams. Like his team changed, and he still beat me. This is a lot to unpack here, so maybe you guys can help me get to the nuts and bolts. But we're looking at Adrian receiving Jalen Hurts,
Cool.
Devonta Smith. So there's a sack in there. Pitts, Nico, and Jalen Warren. Okay? He sent off to
Nico
Joe.
Collins? Whoa, forgot about that. Okay.
Yeah, so Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith, Kyle Pitts, Nico Collins, and Jalen Warren. That's massive.
Okay.
It's crazy. Sent off Waller, Chase Brown, Ashton Genty, and Travis Hunter. Now I'll tell you, Adrian asked me right away what I thought about this trade, and I told him, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts first.
Okay. You want to go first, Minnie, or you want me to?
Yeah, I can go ahead. We have officially hit overreaction mode when it comes to running backs.
Yeah, for sure. I'm currently overreacting.
Yeah, I think that's all that trade is. Yeah, no offense to either party. I just think. I understand like 0.5 per carry is massive, but like It's not that big.
Yeah. Well, there's a rushing quarterback in the trade and also a running back came back. So pick a side. Hurts, Smith, Pitts, Collins, Warren, Waller, Brown, Genty, Hunter.
It's the Collins of it all to me. It's genuinely the Collins of it all. And honestly, it's so easy to dismiss the Texans, but for me personally, incredibly difficult to dismiss Nico's talent. So I'm going to go with the Collins side because what a player. No matter how bad the Texans look, what a player. And then plus tie that up with a stack, Eagles stack for fuck's sake, and then also Kyle Pitts, who I mean, just an offense I'm adoring right now. I gotta say, I'm sorry, Joe.
Yeah.
I have
He's not part of it, but yeah. What about you, Brian? What do you think, man?
I clearly think this is a trade that Joe had to do. So I think she needed running backs if I remember her old roster. But here's my breakdown on this one. So Jalen Warren and Chase Brown completely just washed themselves off in the trade for me.
Okay.
Now, my question about this trade, when I originally saw that, I've been watching Adrian's team all year be weak in his wide receiver position, and I've seen him consistently try to pick up players on waivers and play them and try to get that, and he's been weak at the wide receiver position. But I will tell you, I think losing Genty and Brown, I actually like that side getting it. This was more of a consolidation trade I look at, but I think the bottom line is it depends how long. All right. If Adrian can trade, he's got K1, right?
He does.
All right. So K1's either going to get traded or dropped because I don't know how you carry two QBs in this format. And I still believe that you should build through running backs. I still believe you should build through a rushing quarterback, and I still believe you should build through tight ends. I mean, plain and simple. But This is a trade that I think Joe had to do. I think it's a good trade all around, but I would have kept Adrian's team intact if I was Adrian.
Personally. That's almost exactly what I told him. So I'm just going to say I agree.
Okay. All right. Player of the week, man. Carl, who you got?
All right. You know what? I'm going to have to change some things around here. I think I'm going to change my tune. Instead of being the spiteful, hateful, childish, angry man-child who I am, I'm going to be a cool, kind, loving person. Snoop Huntley, let me talk to you. Snoop Huntley, apparently backup of the Ravens. Sir, when you were on 4-13 and you ran yourself all the way to the first down, that scared me. Snoop Huntley. Rushing from 4-13, you got all 13 yards plus a little bit to get the first down and keep that drive going. That was crazy. And that also says a lot about how bad our defense is. But anyways, dude, Snoop Huntley, honest to God, if you were the starting quarterback of this team, the Rams may not have won that game. So shout out to Snoop Huntley, bro. He's probably one of the better backups because of that play. I mean, the guts, the genuine guts. Like, this is actually what reminds me of why the Ravens are still kind of ill, even though they're missing Lamar, because they pull shit like that. Like, that was actually terrifying. That was terrifying. I mean, like, seriously, I'm going to say this one more time. 4-13, okay? And he ran it the entire way. I understand that's an indictment to our defense, but that's crazy that they even had the faith and ability to do that. So that was my play of the week. I was impressed, genuinely.
Well, I am on the Rams, but the Rams did not win this game. The Ravens lost this game. Why they are going with that tush push with Mark Andrews on the goal line for 2 straight drives when you got King Henry and then you give him the ball on 4th and 1 and you end up giving the ball up. That's why they lost, man. But yes, 4th and 13. I'll throw it up there for you on that one. Who you got, Cass?
Yeah, that's a Pro Bowler, Tyler Huntley, to you, Smitty.
Well done.
Listen, man, my favorite play of the week, and this may or may not have had something to do with me being down in 2 leagues with Bijan on my roster and having the Monday Night Magic come through with Bijan's 81-yard touchdown, but is my favorite play for a couple reasons. Is my favorite play for the way he broke away, is my favorite play for the way he juked that tackle at the sideline and kept on going without losing his feet. But here's the reason why it was really the best play. If you guys look closely, he never lets go of the football. He holds it all the way through the back of the end zone to the stands. And that, NFL players, is how it is done. He
It takes me
held
how
on to that
that is.
football like it fucking mattered, and I'm giving him props for that. But hold on, before we move on, I just want to throw out, that's my favorite play. But I just got to give out a shout to my boy George Pickens. He is so fun to watch right now. If you guys didn't watch that Dallas game, dude, he's hurling people. He's truck sticking people. He's punching people in the helmet. I mean, he's a wild man on the field, and it is fun to see.
Do you know how hard I laugh, Cassidy, when on Sleeper it says Pittsburgh Steelers are looking to trade for a wide receiver too?
Yeah, I know. Oh, shocker. Huh. You had one of the best wide receivers in the league on your roster. But
I got to give Bijan a little bit of props because I forget if they were talking, the announcers are talking about, or after the game, somebody was talking about it. So like 2 or 3 weeks back, Bijan had a chance to take one to the house and they caught him. And I guess for the last 3 or 4 weeks, the coaching staff has just been dogging him nonstop about it. And that dude should have been tackled. And it was all in his head. He did not want that to happen again.
Yeah. Longest touchdown in the NFL so far this year. So props to you, Bijan.
So my play of the week was a stupid play. I actually watched the Arizona Cardinals game because I have to. I got to root for my boys. I put that in Triple C, mad at the team. But there was a punt, and Greg Dortch is standing around the 10-yard line, acting like he's going to catch the ball and just let it go. And my favorite play of the entire game was that because the announcer, he couldn't even, he didn't mean to do it. He just goes, "Oh, Greg Dortch, why would you do that? That's how bad teams lose." And basically, we got the ball at the 1 instead of the 20, or the 10. So, yeah. I thought I'd give a little bit more Cardinals hate. But who's the best team in Triple C, Cassidy?
Oh, I really like what Carl put here. But looking at the rosters, I love seeing Adrian up at the top and you, Brian, hot on his heels. That's some good action. But looking at the rosters, the one I'm still the most afraid to face is Tony.
Agreed. As long as Scat and Boogie is booging it on down the line.
God.
Tony.
Yes.
Can you just pick the other one on the one that's not in playoff range? I don't like what it says here, but whatever.
Exactly. How about you, Brian?
It's still Tony. It absolutely is. His team terrifies me. And the reason it's not Adrian is because of the trade he just did. That's my personal thought. And I'm sorry, Adrian. I really wasn't. Yep. You asked.
That's where we're at.
Nico is the biggest difference maker, dude. That is such a. I don't know. I think Adrian has gotten scared, but even with that being the case, if you ask me, I think the best team in this league is right here among us. Let me name off.
Oh yeah.
Yes. We got Jordan Love, Jay Mason, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. We got Theo Johnson, Kenneth Gainwell, who's going to go crazy tomorrow. We got Keenan Allen, Xavier Worthy, Keandre Miller, and the Denver Broncos defense. And
oh my God, that's so funny.
Because he's on the bye, we got King Henry. Ladies and gentlemen, the King of Pain is a pretty good team, but I also want to highlight Drake May, y'all. Drake May has been quietly, maybe not so quiet, but this dude has been amazing. Like, Brian, you haven't had a single chance to stress about your quarterback. You've been fine.
May's been great pick.
What a great pick. Like, sincerely, what a great pick. And then, dude, you totally weathered the Bucky storm by having Rashad White. And I remember that trade just going down so immediately. And I'm like, oh, wow, you traded away your boy Jaden Reed to get Rashad White, and that paid in dividends. I hate to say it. You smoked that trade. And you have yet to play the tight end roulette because you got Tyler Warchild Warren, bro. Your team is kind of nasty, man. So if I want to highlight somebody, I might have to highlight you, bro. Like, this team's actually, you did shit, dude. You did a good job.
I appreciate it, man. This format stresses me out. Nobody's comfortable in this league, dude. Nobody's comfortable in this league. But I will say, y'all clown me for my preseason trading, and that's the reason I'm 9-3. Now, I got to get off to a next second clip of this season, but I still think Tony and Adrian are the two best teams in the league. Okay. I really do. Now, what do we got here? Big man balling, Cass. This is yours today.
Yeah, sure. This is an honor of you, man. when I saw John Jenkins strip sack Stafford and get his 370-pound ass up off the ground and run it back 20 yards before falling over again. That just brings a smile to your face, man. That is the biggest of the big boys balling.
I don't get why they don't practice. Like, why don't they take these big men and make them run 40 yards with the ball like a couple times a game? Like, none of them know how to do it. None of them, man.
It's so funny to watch.
God, I love a good big man ball. And sorry, Smitty, that was a great play. But start-sit decision, Ingram or Hunt? Who won that? Ingram, right? That was a 2-point.
That was such a great choice, yo.
Yeah, Ingram was the choice there. Is that who you put in, Smitty?
That was who I put in.
You also asked the league Shepard or Andrews. I think the league suggested, by the way, the league did suggest Ingram. Here, the league suggested Shepard. Who'd you put in?
That was actually for the DFS competition. I don't remember who I put in. I lost either way, so.
Andrews was the correct answer. And then Brian and I were discussing. Yeah, let's hear it.
Timeout.
Yeah.
You do
DFS
not
sit
get
start.
your ass sit and starts for DFS, dude.
I thought I could slip it in and it'll be
It's
cool.
entirely different, bro. It's salary cap.
Yeah, completely
I was struggling.
not. That's so funny.
All right,
it's all about points per dollar. Oh, Brian and I were going on all weekend over which wide receiver, is he going to start? Downs, Cahill, or Shepard? I think we landed on Cahill. Turned out to be Downs week, a weird off week for Pittman, but
is what it
still
is.
got high score of the week, so it doesn't matter.
I put in Khalil, and damn, it feels good to get through Jetta's bye week. But Josh Allen's playing good ball, man. He's becoming one of the best slot receivers in the league. All right, Cassidy, do you have your kitty box or whatever you would like to call it today?
All right, fine. It's Cassidy's pussy box. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I thought about it. Yeah, I thought about putting the Jets coach Aaron Glenn in there for his clock management at the end of the Jets Broncos game, but that really wasn't some pussy shit. That was just stupid shit. I thought about putting Cam Ward in there for his weird ghost strip sack. I don't know if you saw when he strip sacked himself. Nobody touched him. He just went to throw the ball and the ball went backwards. But again, that was just a stupid rookie mistake. I think at the end of the day, Cassidy's cat box inductee, it's going to be Tua Tagovailoa, man. Tua losing that game, just getting it handed to them by the Chargers, and then not going up in front of the press like a man and just taking ownership of the loss. He threw his team under the bus. He threw 3 picks in that game and then tried to blame his players for not coming to team meetings. And, QBs have to have the locker room, and that's a good way to lose your players. So for that, he's our newest member, Cassidy's cat box.
Yep. No leadership. No leadership whatsoever. That is the 3rd time he's called his teammates or entire team out this season and in the offseason. You could take that and you can get off a football team. Dua, who's the backup?
I think it's
it doesn't matter. Step on up.
Or Quinn Ewers.
Quinn Ewers. All right, man. I got a public service announcement that I need to make. And there's something that hit me literally 10 seconds before we did this pod. And it's a public service announcement. It goes a little something like this. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I want to take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, my Rico. Baby, why don't we go to my dog pound now? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where Rico wants to go. Right into my dog pound, oh. Dude. This man straight up went for the revenge game of all revenge game. This is better than a Jerry Jeudy revenge game. He straight told them, you better buckle up. And then you want to know what this guy did? After last week, he went over 200 scrimmage yards. This week, he did it again. He is the first player, Smitty, since 1955 to be undrafted and go for over 200 scrimmage yards in back-to-back games. Now, that's an important stat, and I told Casty before you got on here, because It only goes back to 1955 because that's when they started keeping that stat. They don't know if anybody did that before, but you do it when you tell your old team in a revenge game to buckle up. And then when the game's over, you say, they didn't buckle up. Boom.
Yep.
Welcome to my dog pound, dude. That was the revenge game of all revenge games. And we love Rico on this podcast.
Wow. Rico, what an honor. Yes.
Year late, man. Year late. I thought he was going to do this last year. He did it the last like 5 games, but if he did this last year in Triple C, man, my year's different. My year's
100%.
different. Smitty, what do you think about Rico, dude?
Dude, okay, I mean, honestly, I personally adore the Jerry Judy revenge game, but I think that statistic swayed me completely. Because, I mean, honestly, let's be honest, Dallas' defense, we kind of expected that, right? And then when do you play Miami's defense? Like, we kind of expected a running back to have their way with them. So I was just like, I understand it's a revenge game, but it's like, if we would have bet on this, we would have made our money and it would have been cool. But that is a genuine Rico stat. And because it's a Rico only stat, like a stat made for him, I gotta say, you're right. It is the revenge game of all revenge games. So shout out Rico. I'm proud of you, brother. And let's just be honest. You should take the job from Chuba. Just yank it.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
All I'm saying, if you're going to tell a man you're going to bitch smack him, and then you walk up and bitch smack him, just take it like a man. And I think Dallas did. And you know what? Dak had some good things to say about how much he loved that man after the game. Who's the best team in football, boys? You got the same answer.
Well, all right. I'll start it off then. This is contextual right now. This point in the season, has a lot to do with which teams are healthy. And I think Chiefs are getting healthy at the right time. They're getting Rice back. Defense is playing well. Mahomes is on fire. I think right now they're the team to watch out for. But I'll tell you one more team I've got my eye on. They're not right now my number one, but keep your eye on Indianapolis, man. That's a dark horse.
You know what makes me feel good about that Indianapolis answer? There's only one team that took him down. Only one team that took him down. Just guess who? Just guess who?
I'm going to guess it was the Rams.
Just guess. Just make a wild guess. All right, cool. But no, I do like that dark
Indy
horse.
should have won that game too, by the way.
Oh, but they didn't.
They did not, but they should have.
Man, if Puka was healthy, I would have smacked Hillary, but I didn't.
Exactly.
But no, seriously, though, I actually do love the Colts as a dark horse answer. But since I honestly fully agree with the Chiefs, like this is one of those few teams that are actually them and the Bears. They're getting better each game, and we're seeing progression. We're seeing them actively learn from mistakes, and that's so crazy to me because I mean we're seeing Bills kind of fall apart. I hate to say it. I really hate to say it, but we're seeing holes in the Commanders. And my God, the Rams are letting me down, especially in their first half of the game. Like, I mean, we're seeing some reeling, so it's nice to see some improvement. So I totally agree with the Chiefs take.
Yeah. And before we hear Brian's take, I just want to say, like, we're not even, like, Mahomes is on fire, but we're not even getting, like, 2021, 2022 Mahomes, where he's just, like, chucking it down the field and making these big explosive plays. This is, like, Josh Allen Mahomes, where he's, like, running the ball and making, like, diving for first downs and for touchdowns. And, like, he's putting the team on his back. He's playing, like this is not hyperbolic to say, like, Josh Allen, Lamar style football. Like, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to make this happen. So who else does that, Brian?
Oh, I know who else does it. But the bottom line is there is not a best team in football. I do not think that there is a true dominant team. But until a team can beat the B squad the Bucks have, they're the best team in football. They're running the ball. I know Rico just did what he's did, but consistently all year. Best running team that I think. Baker's playing at an absolute MVP level.
100%.
They just keep losing people left and right, and it doesn't matter. Until you beat Baker, I think they're the best team in football right now. Like, I can't imagine when they get back the McRib special, they get back Evan, they get back Godwin, they get back.
I forgot about the McRib.
Oh, dude, man. The McRib, I'm telling you, he's going to be good. And Egbuka, I mean, literally, I think they're the best team in football. But I'll have a different answer next week. Who knows?
That's why we have this segment.
We're drafting, man. True Disney characters. A straight up battle royale to the death. True Disney characters. Gentlemen, I do not have my notepad up. I do not know the draft order. Can we set that real quick?
Yeah, I can tell you what it is here. It's going to take me a second.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you.
no, I don't have it.
I completely forgot, to be honest.
All right, who wants to go first? I don't care.
No. We got to keep this going. I had the 101 last time, which means that I would be second. That must mean that we're back around to Smitty.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, for the 101, this is kind of a package deal, but I'm gonna give it to this guy because he has this weapon. Aladdin, man. Aladdin is one of those guys who he has the genie. Okay, first he has the genie. He can make 3 wishes, and those 3 wishes can grant him anything. So, as long as you have the genie on your side, what are we talking about here? My boy Aladdin's gonna do really well.
Okay.
Yeah, Aladdin's a strong pick. Brian, give me some clarity on this not comic book stuff. You mean no Marvel, no...
No Marvel, just the core of Disney characters, dude. None of this crap nobody's heard of. Like, real, like, stupid shit, dude.
All right, fine. Well, I need a ruling on my 101 because this may not qualify, but he is a Disney character, Stitch.
Oh, wow. What a great pick.
We can go with Stitch. We can definitely go with Stitch.
Would have loved that.
Superhuman strength, durability, and intelligence, as well as enhanced senses and unique abilities. Stitch is Supernatural 101.
Okay.
102.
I am going to go with Mickey Mouse. Okay.
Let's hear it.
Okay, explain.
I have wanted to watch Mickey Mouse die for a very long time. I am sending out a sacrificial.
He's a sacrificial mouse.
Baby. I'm sacrificing him, dude. He's out. Get out of here. You should not be the face of Disney.
Mickey's dead.
And you know what? What's so good about that pick is that Aladdin will 100% waste one of his wishes to get the mouse out of here. He will do that.
All right. What's the 102 or the 201?
I also don't want to live in a world that Minnie Mouse will be the face of there. So I'm sacrificing 2 mouses, and
This
Minnie
is so
Mouse
funny.
is going in.
Oh my god. I'm interested to see how the people are going to vote on this.
We're going to have a new face of Disney, baby.
All right, man. At the 202, I'm going to take Hercules.
Whoa, good pick.
By the end of that movie, he was essentially a god. So he starts off a demigod, superhuman strength. He gets powered up.
So if I wasn't doing what I was doing, there's a very good chance Hercules is the 101. And he's no longer on the board, dude.
I can't wait to see who else is on the chopping block when we get back around to you, Brian.
Got it. Let's get it. What you got, Smitty?
All right, so just keeping up with the theme of people that can make wishes, I gotta go Tinkerbell at the 202. Or the 202.
Wow.
Another wish maker, I'm gonna just wish out of here. Keep it simple.
Nice.
What do you got for the third?
Yeah, 301.
1, 2.
Oh, we got some problems with Smitty here.
All right, man, I'm running out of wish makers. So tell me this: does the evil witch from Sonoy, does she have an ability to make wishes? You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna just use the evil witch because she's evil, right? So she can concoct plans. I'll just take it. I'll have her make the wishes with
She's got
Tinkerbell.
magic.
There we go. Oh my god, that's even better. Thank you.
Oh, is he gone? At least he made his pick. So
He made his pick. Cassidy, what you got?
did you take the Wicked Witch from Snow White? That's Maleficent,
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. All right, Smitty's gone. We're going to have to wrap this up. I didn't tell him this. I wanted to. He took Aladdin, but he left Genie on the board. So really, I could take the Genie and completely wipe out the Aladdin pick. But
Completely do, bro.
we're not going to do that. I'm going to take Mr. Incredible.
All right. I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. There needs to be one face of Disney, and that face needs to be Goofy. Okay, so I'm going to say Goofy to close this out. But here's the deal. I know I'm losing this. I don't even care. Because you know what Hercules, Stitch, and Mr. Incredible, who are clearly going to win this battle royale, you know what they can't do? They can't kill a dog, bro. And I'm going to be best friends with your team. And there's a new face of the franchise.
All
All right,
right.
Triple C. Let us know what y'all think. Here's the list. Smitty had Aladdin, Tinkerbell, Maleficent. Cassidy had Stitch, Hercules, and Mr. Incredible. And I went with Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and Goofy. Cheers, you all.
Another fun week. Here comes Smitty, but I'm going to bounce. Another fun week, Brian.
Later, man.
Later, guys.
Oh no, did I miss the ending? Oops, sorry.